Hello everybody. I'm tired. This is night one of what I hope will be a week-long trip up in the high Uintas. I hiked about 9.5 miles in today, according to the app. I'm at Island Lake. I didn't realize till I got up here, there's a bunch of lakes in this basin that I'm hoping to go to this week, and I didn't realize till I got up here that most of them, you can't have a campfire around the lake at all. And so, I don't know how I missed that. So that was kind of a bummer. So I'm about a quarter of a mile up the hill from the lake in a really awesome campsite in the woods, but that means it's a little bit of a walk down to the water whenever I need to get water, but that's okay. I think I overdid it. I don't feel super great and it's cold. It's supposed to be 34 tonight, they said. So it's gonna be a little chilly. And I probably just need to eat something and I feel better. My whole pack for the week, I was pretty proud of myself. My whole pack was 33 pounds. Oh, I had to put a couple of them, I think, in 35 pounds. And that includes my new luxury item. I think one of the things I miss the most, especially if I'm out several nights, is you just want to sit back somewhere and your back gets to hurting. And I'm not getting any younger. And so I decided it's worth carrying 2 extra pounds for this El Cheapo backpack and chair. You can get them lighter, but you pay a lot more money. So this one's a couple pounds. That's my luxury item for the week, and some of the tripod and stuff. So with all of that together, I was at 35 pounds. So I'm excited about that. I hope I have enough calories. This is all of my food for 7 days. I think I figured it about 2,200 calories a day, which is probably not enough with all the hiking, walking around I'll be doing, but I'll survive. Hopefully I can supplement that with some fish. Anyway, I'm ready to eat something tonight. Tonight's just backpacking meal. This is not Mountain House, so I hope Alpine Air is good. Southwestern style masa. I don't even know what that is, but I hope it's good. It says cornmeal seasoned with Southwestern style spices mixed with beef, pinto, and black beans. There's no way that can be bad, right? That'll be awesome. So I'd eat anything right now. I'm so starving. So as soon as that water gets hot, we'll start making supper. Got the last few rays of daylight here. Let's see how Southwestern style masa tastes. Looks like beans and corn to me. Let's see. Not bad. Not my favorite thing ever, but it's hot. Sure tastes good. Got a little too... I always put less water than it calls for because they're always too soupy. This is still a little too soupy. So it'll be more of a masa stew, I guess. Maybe it's supposed to be that way for all I know. I didn't tell you before. There was a elk bugling when I was down at the lake getting water. Right over the hill from the lake. Bugled several times and never could get it on camera when I was down there. But while I was down there getting water and purifying it, he ended up coming right down to the lake, right down from me, and didn't see me. And I heard him stomping around. I turned around, and that's when he saw me. And he snorted again and took off, but that was pretty cool. The sun was in my eyes. I couldn't see well enough to tell points or anything like that, but man, I don't know that there's a more beautiful sound in the world than hearing an elk bugle. So that was the highlight of the day already. I'm gonna sit here and eat this. I'm gonna have a cup of coffee for dessert, which I will regret at 2 in the morning when I have to get up. I'm gonna have that. Sit by the fire till I'm so cold I can't stand it. Then I'm going to bed. Let's have some coffee. I splurged and got the Starbucks, not the 99-cent Folgers. Well, I get 1 Starbucks a day, and the rest will have to be the 99-cent Folgers. These Starbucks Vias aren't cheap, but you get what you pay for. Oh yeah, that and a cookie. We are good to go. That's the ticket. Good morning, everybody. Late morning on day 2. Slept good last night. It did get chilly, but I stayed warm. But I didn't get up early. Staying in the same campsite tonight. I don't have anywhere to be. I got up early to go to the bathroom and everything was iced over. And so being the tough, rugged, manly man that I am, I got back in bed until the sun got up and started thawing everything out. Then I had a relaxing breakfast and cup of coffee. It's been a nice morning. So now I'm hiking back down to the lake. It's not ideal fishing time, but we'll give it a try. Spend some time down at the lake. First fish of the day on. Oh, he's nicer than he felt. Hang on there, buddy. I don't know whether to keep him or hope to catch more. I think I'm going to let him go and hopes there'll be more coming. So it feels like I should have kept the first one. Oh, he's not bad. They're just not fighting much. Nice. You'd be a decent eater too. That's the best one yet, I do believe. I gotta make a nice meal tonight. We'll keep him, I think. Another nice one. Well guys, the fishing hadn't been bad at all. I haven't been at it that long, and I think I caught 6 altogether. So I enjoyed that a lot. That was fun. I think I'm getting about ready to have some lunch. And the weather's so nice and the wind is laid down. I think I'm just going to sit here and have a nice shoreside lunch today. I'm doing all my cooking this week on this. I don't know if you can see it. They call it a cat stove. That's a Fancy Feast cat food can that you punch holes in to make burners, and you use it with denatured alcohol, and man, they work good. I've made several. I've used them on day or night day trip, or 1 or 2 day trips, but I've never used one. This is all I've got other than when I'm cooking on the fire to cook on all week, so anxious to see how that goes. But all you do, you put a little denatured alcohol in there, and once it gets primed, it burns just like the burner on your stove. So they work pretty awesome. So I'm gonna make some lunch, and for lunch we're having one of my favorites. This is dehydrated refried beans, and all you do is get some water hot, add it to those, and let it sit for a couple minutes. And they're actually really tasty. They're good. It beats tuna, some of the other stuff I eat. So it's one of my favorites. So I'm gonna get that cooked up. Maybe have a cup of coffee. I need to purify some water. I've got a bit of a headache, and I'm sure it's because I haven't had enough to drink. So I need to get some water purified and drink a lot while I'm sitting here and just enjoy this beautiful day in this beautiful lake. There you go. Bean burritos. Don't know how anybody could ask for anything better than that. Looks good to me, except for that fly. Well, this having to camp away from the lake is a little inconvenient. So I had lunch and fished a little bit longer. Then I went back up to camp to do some camp chores. Read for a while. Now I've got to hike all the way back down to the lake to get my fish for dinner, who I left on a stringer earlier today, and to purify enough water for dinner, well, to get through the night and for in the morning. So on my way back down to do that now. Then we'll head back to camp and start on supper. All right, we're back at camp working on supper. Got the fish all cleaned. Look at how pretty this guy is. Isn't that some pretty pink meat? Decent sized fish. So I'm gonna try something different tonight. I saved my food bag from yesterday. I bought some fish fry along on the trip. I have no idea how this will work out baking it on a fire. But we're gonna try it and see. So I'm gonna put some of that fish fry in there. Coat this guy good in that. Wrap him up and throw him on the fire. And see how that turns out. I'll have to be good, right? I think so. We'll see. So what do you do when you're backpacking and you need to wash up? I have never carried a towel with me. I'm not willing to carry the bulk or the weight. So I have carried these for years. You can go online to some high-end backpacking place and spend a ton of money on essentially the same thing. Or you can get these at the dollar store. And if you get them at the dollar store, you can have Black Panther. Yay. So all you do to these is add water, and you've got an instant little towel. That's enough for keeping your hands clean and washing your face. So after you've been handling fish, you need one of those. Dinner's cooking. To go with the fish tonight, we've got the old standby Spam Parmesan, which I always like. Ramen noodles and Spam, a little Parmesan cheese. It's one of my favorites, and it cost about $1.25 to make, so my fire's deciding to be smoky on me. It's been a nice day. I thought I was going home this morning. I got up this morning intending to pack up and go home. I carry a Garmin inReach with me it's a satellite text communicator. You can text back and forth through satellite, and I turn it on every night when I'm out just to check in at home and make sure everything's okay. And of course, it always waits till I'm gone for everything not to be okay. So I texted Jess last night, and she said yesterday the water heater decided to go out. First day that I left, the water heater clunks, it's leaking everywhere. And so I was going to go home today and take care of that and installing a new water heater. So I got up this morning prepared to do that, but thankfully my good friend Jeff, when I texted this morning, she said he was coming over and they were installing it. That is, man, what a blessing. That's how you know who your friends are. I used to say you knew who your friends are when you need help moving, but you really know who your friends are when you're out of town and they come install a water heater for you. And I know he's got a lot better things to do with his time than that kind of aggravation. And so, man, Jeff, I love you. You saved my life. Thanks, buddy. I'm gonna have to thank you big time somehow when I get home. But what an awesome friend to do that. I was totally expecting all night last night just to get up today and hike out of here, and I could have been home by late tonight and installed the new one tomorrow. So that's just such an awesome blessing that I get to stay now. And so I'll text her after a while tonight and check in, and hopefully that all went well. But what an awesome guy. So it's been a nice day. We'll just wait for supper to cook up. Hopefully that fish turns out good. Sit and enjoy the fire. All right. See how the fish turned out here. That looks done. Oh yeah, even better. That skin off of there. That batter actually tastes pretty good on there. Look how pink that meat is. Much as I like Spam Parmesan, man, that's good. Nothing like a fish that you just caught and cleaned. That is tasty. I should have kept 2 or 3 more of these and skipped the ramen. All right, I'm gonna eat that up. That fish was amazing. To be honest, the ramen's not half bad either. Anything hot tastes good. Every time I try to film, the wind decides to shift a little. It's not near as cool tonight as it was last night, which I'm thankful. Hopefully it won't be as cold. Hopefully we won't. The frost was really heavy today, and it took till the afternoon to get everything dried out. And I'd like to get on the trail tomorrow at a decent hour, not super early, but I don't want to have to wait till noon, and I hate packing stuff up wet. So hopefully things won't be as icy in the morning. My water bottles were fairly well frozen, not solid, but they had a lot of ice in them this morning as well. So it was chilly last night. Hopefully it'll be a little warmer tonight. And I'm gonna finish eating supper, chill by the fire. Morning of day 3. I'm sitting here in this only little patch of sunlight I've got right now, trying to get warm. It was warmer last night than it was the first night. I slept warm. It was actually really nice. So it just takes so long for the sun to get up this time of year and get warm. So anyway, it did frost again last night. Tent's wet, everything's wet. So I'm going to try to wait a little bit and hopefully I can dry that out some. But today's moving day. We're heading on to another lake today. I'm not sure the miles, probably only like 6 or 7 miles. So it's not a long hike. So we'll get packed up in a bit and do that. Got water heating on the cat stove for breakfast. Fancy breakfast this morning, cream of wheat with some fruit and nuts thrown in. And a cup of coffee. That actually sounds pretty good right now. So we'll sit here and try to soak up some sun, and in a bit we'll get packed up and get out of here. What are you after? That's my food bag. I think you're getting a little too brave there, boys. I don't think so. All right, back on the trail, day 3. Been hiking a while, and it's so pretty. Hiking through these thick woods right now that it's so still, you can just hear the wind in the trees. Sorry, gotta go over a mud hole here. All right. Anyway, I am enjoying the walk. It smells like, it's too bad you can't smell on video. It smells like fall is the only way I guess to describe it. Everything smells crisp and clean. It's not hot. It's not cold when you're walking. Cold when you stop, but it's not cold when you're walking. Anyway. It's a pleasant day to climb a mountain. I've made it up to Clement Lake. Somewhere around here is going to be home for the night. Somewhere I can get out of this wind, hopefully. there, second cast. He's not very big, but I'll take it. There we go. He feels a little better. Ah, he just jumped and spit it out. That was fun. I tell you, this chair has been the ticket. No sitting on cold rocks. I can sit back, no wet logs. This is the way to go. That fishing was a lot of fun. I didn't fish long, maybe 30 minutes. I just caught the one and the one that got off. It was so windy, fighting the wind and casting into the wind, and I got chilled in the wind, and so I didn't fish long. It's been the pattern every day. It blows during the day and it's dying down now. If it stays calm, if I'm feeling really energetic, I may go down at dusk and cast a few more times. But I got a nice camp spot here on, where am I at? Clement Lake, I think is the name of this lake. I got a nice spot with the lake down the hill, a bit of a hike away, but not too bad. So I had to come back to camp and get warmed up and get some warm layers on because I was freezing. And I'm starving, so I think I'm gonna make supper tonight. It's another dehydrated meal. Pepper beef with rice. I've never tried that either, but it sounds good. Anything with rice is good. I've noticed I say a lot on these videos that everything is good. You can't tell, I'm not a picky eater. I like everything. So I'm sure I'll like this. So the water's heating for that. We'll have some supper and we'll see what we do next. This pepper beef is good. I think I like it better than the beef masa I had the other day. One thing, I didn't get it too soupy. Yay! I got the consistency right for once. That is really tasty though. I think I am going to go down to the lake for just a minute after I get done eating. Maybe try to fish again. Looks like the wind is still staying down. It's been a good day today. I enjoyed the hiking today a lot. Usually all of this whole backpacking out experience, the hiking is my least favorite part of it. and I really enjoyed it today. The woods were just so still, and maybe it's because it wasn't all, there was some uphill, but it wasn't a bad hike. And maybe it's because I only did 6 miles instead of 12 or 15. That probably had a lot to do with it. But it was just a nice day. I enjoyed it. Enjoyed a quiet afternoon. Finished a biography of C.S. Lewis that I've been working on. Starting another one of Brennan Manning now that I'm working through. Enjoyed the quiet and the reading, and just a nice day. I'm having a good time. So now I'm going to enjoy some dinner and hopefully a quiet evening. I'll check back in sometime later. That was awesome. Just hear that? There's an elk bugling. And it has been a nice night. I've been sitting here for the last hour, sitting by the fire reading, listening to the elk bugle across the lake. It's been a perfect evening. I just wish I could get them to do it on camera again, but they won't cooperate. Have a good night, everybody. Morning, everybody. Little classic spam and grits for breakfast this morning. the Spam fried on a rock. I found with grits, you gotta have grits and something. It's all about what you put in grits that makes them good. And that's not too bad. It was a nice night last night. It was almost a perfect night last night. The kind of night you just never have. It was so still, and it wasn't too cold by the fire. And those elk bugled probably till I woke up at midnight, and they were still going. So it was just awesome listening to that. Just a nice still evening. So today's day 4. I'm gonna eat up this awesome breakfast, and I got some camp chores to do, and then we'll figure out what the plan is for today. Now today is day 4. That's the day you start getting kind of grimy. All the extra clothes I brought, the only extra clothes I brought this week, I brought extra socks, 1 extra pair of underwear, and an extra t-shirt. So today is laundry day. Get this washed up, and it can hang to dry today, hopefully. It'll be good to go. Okay, dishes are done, laundry's done. We're gonna go exploring a little bit. The map shows that there are 2 unnamed lakes on the mountain above me. So we're gonna go see if we can bushwhack through the woods and find them. If we can, one of 2 things will happen. Either they're high enough and they have winter kill and they have no fish, or they're lakes with no trail to them that nobody ever goes to, and they'll be full of little brookies. So we'll go see. All right, I made it up to the first lake. Isn't that pretty? Look how still the water is. Next lake's a little bigger, and it's right up the mountain in that direction somewhere. So let's go to that one. Well, I've made it up to the second no-name lake. That was a bit of a climb. But man, was it worth it. Isn't that pretty? Why doesn't this lake have a name? Somebody named this thing. Hopefully it's got fish. Trying to fly a little bit today. Not bad. Perfect. I don't have to fool with getting him off either. It couldn't have been any better. Oh, now we're talking. It's a decent fish. Decent fish. Isn't he pretty? So the wind blew my tripod over, busted my camera mount. I'll have to see if I can get it rigged back up when I get back to camp. Busted my camera mount. My phone fell out of it, fell down in all of these boulders. It's a wonder it didn't go in the water or get cracked. Can't believe it didn't get cracked. Just the mount, it got a little scratch on it. Other than that, it's okay. So I'm gonna have to be real careful in the wind. It just died down here the last few minutes. Every time it dies down, they start biting. Oh, there we go. Come on, buddy. Oh, that's another nice one. These are all beautiful fish. Sat right here on this rock and caught 7 or 8 more. And another nice one. Oh, aren't these pretty fish? Turn around, buddy. I'm trying to do this one-handed. All right, that was an awesome day at the lake. I'm making my way back down off the mountain now, back toward camp. Which, if you know me, will probably be an adventure, because I can get lost anywhere. It's a miracle I found both lakes in the first place. So, I'm gonna bushwhack our way back down. I'll check in on you at camp later. So my camera mount broke when the tripod blew over today. That corner busted off. Here's the fancy fix-it job. Think that'll hold up? I don't know. We'll see. Got the fire going a little bit early today. I've been chilled all afternoon since I got back from the other lake. I'm doing push-ups and stuff to stay warm. I've been to work. I think there's a front coming in. It's definitely more chilly today than it has been. I probably just got too hot and sweaty, and then when I cooled down, I got chilled. So anyway, the fire feels good. That was an awesome adventure today. I had so much fun hiking up to that lake and just fish biting on every cast. That's when it's a good time. And man, you couldn't ask for any prettier. Rough around that lake though. That is definitely a glacier-fed lake. Just boulders all around it, ankle breakers, I call them. Just, you got to be so careful because you're just walking from boulder to boulder and rock to rock all the way around the lake. So it was pretty rough, but it is worth it and a good time. So let's keep that lake unnamed. That's gonna be our secret. Hopefully I'll have to come back up there and try fishing that again sometime. I also haven't had enough to eat today. Another dehydrated meal tonight. This will be fun though. I like these alpine airs, they're good. And some different stuff than beef stroganoff and chili and the same things you always have with the other ones that I can't think of the brand of now, the famous ones. Anyway, tonight is sweet potato chicken and rice. So that's either gonna be amazing or something I probably won't ever get again. But I'm hungry enough, it won't matter. As soon as that water's boiling, we'll get that fixed up. Well, let's see how the sweet potato chicken rice turned out. Consistency's right, it's not soupy. Always put less than what the directions say. Let's see. Tastes like chicken and rice. Can't really taste the sweet potato too much. Good though, it's hot. I've been pretty weak today. I don't think I've been eating enough. Tiring easy, so I need a good meal. This will help me feel better. End of day 4. It's been another awesome day. Man, that was fun up there, that other lake. This is supposed to be, if the weather forecast is still accurate from last time I looked last Wednesday, today's Sunday. Supposed to be a front coming in tomorrow and Tuesday, so this may be the last of the nice weather. There's clouds rolling tonight. It's cooler than the last couple days, but we'll see what tomorrow holds. My elk buddies have been bugling again across the lake. That was so awesome last night. I wish they'd do it again while the camera was on, but hopefully they'll keep me company again tonight. Have a good night, everybody. I'll check in the morning. Sunset on day 4. Every night the wind lays down so far, right about this time. If I wasn't freezing to death, I'd come down and fish a bit. Beautiful evening. I wish those elk would holler again for us on camera. Morning, everybody. Morning of day 5. Didn't take much video this morning. Didn't take any video this morning. Woke up to a cold, cloudy, ominous looking sort of day. So I did some push-ups to get warm and slammed down a granola bar and got busy packing up. There's some sun trying to peek through. That would be nice. It's chilly today. So anyway, looks like it may rain or snow. Snow would be cool. I don't think it's not that cold, but it is definitely colder. At any rate, I'm on the trail. Gonna try to huff it along, and hopefully we can get to our next destination before any weather rolls in. If it does, I'll keep you updated. Well, I came to the first lake where I was going to spend the night, and it didn't meet my expectations. There's another lake down here that's not on a trail where we're going to spend the night. Whatever it is, it's going to end up being what it is, if we can find it, if we can get up there. There's so much blowdowns everywhere you go. It's hard to walk. We'll find it. I'll check back in a bit. Sometimes the perfectionist in me gets the better of me. I drive my wife crazy because I don't want to make a decision until I know it's going to be perfect. I've been wandering around this lake for an hour looking for the perfect campsite. I'll just check over there, and then I'll just check over there, and you keep looking and looking. And sometimes you just gotta say, that's gonna have to be good enough. I don't like doing that. So I found the lake I was looking for. It's a pretty little lake. I don't know if there's gonna be fish in it or not. That'll be a bummer, but we'll see. But it's a pretty little lake, but it empties. It's just straight down into the lake on all sides, so there's not a lot of great places to camp. So this is gonna do. It's flat and it'll work. Well guys, this is Aspen Lake, such as she is. Definitely not the prettiest lake I've ever been to, but she'll do. Guys, I am struggling this afternoon. I don't know, I only hiked about 6 miles today. 2 or 3 of that was really rough miles, not on the trail where you're scrambling and climbing over stuff and fighting through stuff. So it was hard hiking, but still it was only 6 miles. I just have no energy. Got camp set up, purified some water, built a fire ring, gathered a bunch of wood, but it's 4 o'clock and I am beat. Like I could go to bed right now. I think I probably haven't eaten enough. I skipped lunch today because I didn't want to stop and take time to make it. So I had a Cliff Bar and called it good. So it's 4 o'clock now, but I'm going to go ahead and eat lunch. Maybe it'll help me feel better. I got the stove going. Gonna have burritos again. Make a cup of coffee. That always helps. Maybe that'll get me fixed up. So we'll eat and relax a bit and figure out what to do next. Well guys, another fun thing that happened today. I've had this telescoping backpacking rod for, I don't know, years and years and years. I always keep it in my pack. It packs up small, easy to carry. But when I took it out today, this had snapped off of the end. And the whole section that hooks to is now stuck down in there, that it would telescope out a whole nother section from there. So that's broke off in there. I don't even know if super gluing it at home would fix that. It's not an expensive rod. Only question is, what do I do the rest of the trip? I can telescope it out and just use this as the end piece. That's going to leave me with a little bitty short rod. I don't know how that would work, but I can't think of anything else to try. Have to be some way to hook that because it's fixed to that, so there's no way to pull that section out either to even try to get it on there. So I don't know. Bummer. We'll see if we can figure out. It's about 6:30. Not a lot has happened since last time I checked in. Eating something did help me feel a lot better. I've been chilled all day. So I got the fire going about 5 and just been sitting by the fire reading. It's about 7 o'clock now, somewhere around there. It's a little cold and breezy to go fishing, and I am 99% certain there aren't any fish in this lake. I watched it for a long time this afternoon. I've never seen the fish rise. When I've been down there to get water while I was hiking around it today, no signs of fish, and it's really shallow all the way across, looks like. So I'm sure it freezes over in the winter, and there's no inlet or outlet, so I'm almost certain there's no fish in there. And my fishing rod's busted, and I hadn't felt like fishing this evening anyway. I've been enjoying sitting by the fire. That's what I'm going to do the rest of the night. Sit here and try to stay warm and read and make another cup of coffee in a bit. Just ramen noodles for dinner tonight. After a while, I'll make those. Hot will be good. So that's the plan. Try to stay awake until bedtime. I'm enjoying it though. It's been thundering all around, way in the distance. But it hasn't rained today. It's showered a few times. In fact, I felt a drop just now, right when I said that. It's spit and showered, but no real rain, so that's nice. Night 5 nights in the Uintas with no rain is a miracle. We might not make it through night 5. There's more thunder in the distance there. We'll see. If it rains, I'm just going to bed early, tucking in and getting warm in there. So, nope, there's some more drops now. Hopefully it's not getting ready to start. It's been a tough day today. There's no energy. I'm feeling good. I've had a good time. I like going to lakes with no trails and exploring, and you know you're not going to see anybody. This is what, night 5? I haven't seen a living soul since I left the truck 5 days ago. That's awesome. I love it. Can't believe I haven't seen anybody at all. The wind seems to be dying down, so hopefully it'll be a nice quiet night. There's some more raindrops. Hopefully it's not getting ready to rain. Thunder's getting closer and closer. I'm trying to get this ramen heated up and eat real quick in case it does let loose. All around me, but no rain yet. Wolf down supper. It's raining, but not hard. It's drizzling. Not enough to run inside yet. but I think it may be picking up. Remember how I said it wasn't raining hard enough to go inside? It is now. That one was close. It's not raining that hard still, but it's raining enough to get you wet. So now I need to sit out there and be wet. It was close to bedtime anyway. That's as close as I need it to be. Nothing like a good thunderstorm. And here it comes. Nothing to do but hunker down and wait it out. Try to stay dry. I'm glad I took the time to tie out some extra places on the tarp to get it a little tighter, a little bit more headroom in here. Hopefully it'll keep me dry tonight. We'll see. Oh, here comes another big one. Those are as close as I need them to be. Rule number 3, have fun no matter what. It's raining a little more in earnest now. This is kind of fun. As long as you don't get struck by lightning, it's fun. Oh, that one was close too. I got a good book and it's raining, so I'm happy. Good morning, everybody. The sounds of day 6. It's just after 7. It's rained on and off all night. I have stayed dry and toasty. And I'm not in any hurry to get up if it's going to do that. I'm going to lay here a little bit and see if it quits before I get out of bed. I'll check in a little bit. All right. It's about 8:30. I think the rain has blown over. I see the sun starting to peek out. It's still blowing like crazy. But I think it's about time to get out of here and see what's up out there. Well, everything survived the night all right. Looky here. Blue sky. Shaping up to be a nice day. Time to get packed up and head out. On our way back up over the mountain. Trying to find my way back to the trail. Only thing that makes this more fun than yesterday is now everything's soaking wet. So soon I'm going to be soaking wet. It's all right. It's all good. Sun's out. We'll get there. Whose idea was it to go off trail? Well, this has been an awesome trip. I'm on the trail home. I had enough food to stay another night. Just cutting the schedule tight. A lot to do when I get home. And to be honest, I'm a little homesick. Ready to see my wife and kids. And so all I had to do if I had stayed another night was get up early in the morning and pack up and head out. So I enjoyed the day a bit today. And then packed up on my way out. I got about a 10-mile hike back to the truck. But it's been an awesome trip. I look forward to this extended trip every year. It's one of the highlights of my year. It was a blast. Hope you enjoyed watching. Talk to you next time.